Let's truly live life as a people, wake and move in the day as we ought to move in the day. Let us be what we're supposed to be, for the sun does not make the day, but knowing that you are in the blackness and the sun is a service, have become a service to man as we have raised it up to be what it is. But know that the day is what we are in, and that day is truly eternity. But let's look at some bloodberry as we travel this day. And bloodberry, it is good for any woman that have fertile issue within their bodies. You call it bloodberry, you call it dark blood bush. And this is to remove any cysts, fibroids, thyroids, any blockage that is in the uterus. Woman, this is for them. This is the herb. Anything to do with period or menstrual cycle, this is that herb that will assist them. This herb will remove every pain, every blockage within 5 minutes after taking it as a tea. This herb is what we're talking about. Let's truly live life and live life in the fullness, knowing that we have every herb and everything that is naturally given, naturally. This is what I'm saying. So this day, learn and comprehend the herb that it is. And as we comprehend the herb and comprehend our bodies and live in the manner that we ought to live and do what we ought to do, sharing and making clear to every man as we just this day just look at the herbs that is here, and they just grow and they grow and they grow. You see it? And they grow and they grow and they grow. They continue to do what they do. But let us not be fooled by people and take medications that are not good for us. Medications that damage our bodies. This, I tell you, you don't need no surgery to remove like blockage from the uterus. You just take this tea and take this herb, which is it called bloodberry. It's called it is called, some call it dog blood bush, but it's anything to do with mucus. Anything to do with mucus. It removes the mucus and the blockage that is in the body. Comprehend? Any person that dealing with reproductive systems issues, before they become problems, you need to take some of these bloodberry. And as you take them, you will see the difference. You will know the difference. There are many that I know. Many. You see it? If you look at it, you can see for yourself. It is right there. You see it. See, you call it bloodberry. This is what it is. Let no man deceive you. Let no man fool you. Use the herbs, for the herbs is truly the healing of you, of this body. Okay, because what you have become. What you have become. So let's be what we're supposed to be and know herbs and what herbs are used for to benefit the body in the way it should benefit the body. And this is what I'm showing you this day. So any person that you know that have period issues, that pain, constant pain with a period and stuff like that, with their menstrual cycle, let's give them some bloodberry. See, some bloodberry. In 5 minutes time, just boil the herb itself, which is these leaves, and in 5 minutes time, these period pain, these menstrual cycle pains will be removed. When you comprehend these little simple things that give you no side effects, you will know that life is more free and life is more easy than you think. Just comprehend that. And this is what I am saying to you. So let's continue. So I just decide when I come outside, I will show you these things, you know. So let us continue, you know, as we would continue, as we would continue, you know, so that bloodberry, so like I was talking about the bloodberry, and now I'm about to just sit down and have a conversation, you know. Yeah, we're gonna sit down and have a conversation, you know. How you know what we do? It's about life. Greetings. Greetings. It's a peace unto you too. Wholeness. Wholeness unto you. Hi. Let's continue to walk in wholeness, in oneness, you know. Walk in the love and respect in what we are to walk in, knowing who we are and what we are. You know, greatness you are, and this is what you are. You are greatness. You know, like I speak about grounded, and make sure you are grounded. Make sure you are grounded as you walk in this walk. No matter what you do and how you do it, make sure that you as a person stay consistent in what you do. You know, much love unto you. I truly appreciate you. You know, truly appreciate every like, every subscription, everything that you are doing for me to help build the channel in the manner that it's supposed to be. Because the only thing I want to do and want to able to do is to truly be what we ought to be. And is to bring every man into the realization that everything truly starts within them. Everything. It doesn't matter what how it starts, but it truly starts within you. When you truly comprehend that everything starts within you, it have to be in you for it to affect you. If it does not come in you, position itself within you, it cannot affect you. You know, let no man overtake your mind, but know what you are as a person and know what you were put here to do. And I am continuously trying to remind people that they were put here to be that creator that they are. Because many does not know that. Many think that they are gods. Many think that they should be a slave, you know. And this is one of the programs that we have been programmed with. We think that we have to worship something. We have to pray to something. We have to do something concerning a God. We think that a God created this. And a God that need worship, not knowing that it is a destructive tool for all men. You know, we are not distracted, and we should not be distracted by people who continuously misleading us. We have to be real in what we do. We have to be truly be real, you know, knowing that we as a people, we as a people came through our mother's womb. And when we came through our mother's womb, we came through, especially number one, if you are a boy, if you are a male, you came through because your mother created and formed you in the manner that she formed you. You know, she intentionally, specifically created you for the purpose of assisting her. That's why she created you. So many of us think what we want to think, you know, and then abandon that which you were created to take on, and that is to take care of mama. So you must, especially as a male, once your mom created you as a male, you must comprehend that you were created to be the provider, protector, and the guardian in which you are to fulfill. You know, you ought to fulfill it, and you need to do it. It is your duty as a male to make sure your mother, your mother be provided for in her old age. 'Cause just like how her intent was when she first gave birth unto you, because I know that majority of babies, majority of fetus in the womb, in the uterus, it is shaped because of the needs of the woman. Okay? It is shaped because of the needs of the woman. Okay? 99% of a baby, it is shaped because of the needs of the woman. So according to the needs of the woman, it is shaped, especially dealing with gender. They are shaped because of the needs of the woman. Tell me, tell me which one of the babies that you see that was violently raped and they decide they will save that baby. Which one of them was a girl? None of them. They are not girls. You know why? Because it was produced in violence. And in violent, woman does not produce girls. Woman produce males. Good day from Michigan. I appreciate you, you know. So we must learn to live in the fullness of what we are and who we are, knowing that everything truly dwells within you, you know. Too much of religion, religion on the chat room. Yeah, they want to talk about Jesus. Guess what? I don't talk about Jesus. I have no conversation about Jesus because, you know, when you comprehend that everything dwells within and started from within, you know, and when you comprehend that the true blackness is what exists, you know, if you as a person can tell me that blackness does not exist and blackness, everything does not dwell within. If you can tell me and prove to me that anything is higher than blackness, I don't worship nothing. Remember this. You are not here to worship nothing, but you are here to embrace and show respect unto that which create all. You are not here to worship nothing, because the moment you accept to worship something, you have accepted to be a slave to it. Remember, as a reminder, if you as a person, if you as a person accept to worship something, okay? If you as a person accept to worship something, you have accepted that you are a slave to it. It is endorsing slavery all over again, you know. And this is the chop that they have chopped you, you know. They say they free you, but they gave you religion, you know, that you as a person can be comfortable and volunteer to enslave your own self. Isn't it sad to see that you fight to be physically free, but then you volunteer to enslave your own self? Wow, this is amazing to me. You know, when you comprehend that you have volunteered to enslave yourself, then you know that you're not truly free. But I said to you, to be free, you have to come to the realization that you are a creator. And when you come to comprehend that you are a creator, and as you being the creator that you are, solving issues and solving issues, then you within your mind is to do things that will not destroy the next man. Your intent is not to do no harm to the next man. And when your intent are clear, but to do that which is truly beneficial to every man, even so you expand upon this earth. Remember, growth is something that you grow, okay? Is when you as a person focus on the things, other things, it will make you stop growing. You see, growth happens. It happens. Growth happens. Your focus shouldn't be on growth. Your focus should be on the issues that will occur because of growth. You see, growth is an automatic thing. You see, growth is an automatic thing. And this is what we need to realize. Growth is not something that we are trying to be. You don't try to grow. You grow because it's a natural thing for it to happen. It's a thing that is like a tree. The moment it is planted and it receives that soil for it to grow in, it grows. It gets water. It grows. It becomes what it becomes. And when it becomes whole within itself, it starts to bear and reproduce within itself. Even so, man, you see, when you are born, when you come through your mother's womb upon this earth, when you come to your mother's womb upon this earth, you as a people, you grow. It's not something that you ask for. You grow. You are decked out. You receive everything that you need to take you to the place that you ought to be. You had nothing to do with your growth. You just grow. All what you know, when you come to the consciousness and realization of where you are and what you can do and what you can become, you as a person, you know, because right now as we speak, many people are programmed and have accepted that they are gods. They have been programmed. Their parents have accepted God. Okay, they have accepted them. They was indoctrinated with it. Okay, they have been indoctrinated with it, but never was placed in them that they are creators. Never. But It takes creators of solutions to literally overcome the issues that we as a people face every day within our lives. You know, you have to know. It have to be in, right about now in this 2026. It have to be intentional. You have to make it your business to make it be known that you are a creator. You got to put it in your children that they are creators. Because if they are not creators, they will accept and go onto someone else to solve their issues. And when you decide that you will go to someone else, when that you will go to someone else to fix your issues, you become a slave to that person. Not only a slave to that person, you become indoctrinated by that person or that those people who actually about to solve your problem. Because when a person make it seems like they solve your problem, you become dependent upon them, not looking within, which is that which truly created and gave you consciousness and give you the ability to create the solutions to issues. Remember this, as long as you're upon this earth, you will always grow. Okay? You as an individual, you as a person, okay? Stop watching people. Stop looking at people. Growth, it's a must. You will grow. Okay? You will grow without even trying. You never try to become. No. You were born through your mom, and as you being who you are, she took care of you. She decked you out. She do what she do. She made sure that you become. You just grow. Okay? Yes, you might comprehend certain things because you have a brain for yourself. You can think, you can understand, you can comprehend as you learn. Now, these programs that they programmed you, is it correct? Is it right? A lot of us as a people was programmed into that God concept. A lot of us was programmed into that duality mindset. Okay? Black and white, right and wrong, good and evil. This is the mindset that we're walking in. And this is the mindset that we are walking in balance. You see, okay? Taking away, take it, taking us away from the true essence of self, okay? Not going into wholeness, not being, coming to know self, which is that which truly dwells within us, okay? Because when we go into this black and white and good and evil, God and devil, love and hate, it's unstableness. It stir up emotions, you see. And we as a people have accepted that what? Emotions, it's us, not knowing it is a program that we have received without even trying. So today, as I speak unto you, my thing is to show you and make you comprehend that these programs occurred. Now we need to recognize that it is a program. It is a program that you as a people have accepted, and you don't have to stay into that program, but you must come to that realization and come into the oneness that truly dwells within you, which is stableness, not acting off of your emotion, because your emotions are not you. Your emotions was placed in you by that which your parents taught you. Okay? Not because they don't mean well for you, but because they themselves was programmed. So you need to come to that realization. They themselves was programmed. Until we as a people truly realize that they themselves was programmed. So don't walk in anger towards them, but truly appreciate their trying. But not to worship them, but appreciate them for trying. Because they themselves was programmed. So that they pass down the best of themselves, but the best of themselves is the continuation of making you as a person unstable. Okay? Making you unstable as a person. And because of that reason, many are unstable. Is it wrong? I wouldn't say that. What I would say is this: you will not come to know and be the best that you are. You will not come into the wholeness that you were created to be. Because if you as a person never receive an example of wholeness, it's a very, very, very deep thing for you to go onto an example that don't even in your mind don't even exist. So I said to you, so you may comprehend that, look, pay attention. You are here today, and that is what? The duality mindset. This is where you are. You are here. You are here. You ain't nowhere else. You are here. Accept it. I am here, so guess what? This is where I'm at. Now, know that there, at this moment in time, is the truth, which is stableness, wholeness. Because within this duality mindset, there is no stableness in it. You're not stable. You are truly unstable. Because I'm telling you, I thought my emotions was me. Not knowing my emotions was programmed into me. Now I can feel my hands, I can feel my hands. I can feel my face. That is not emotion. Emotions is a way of communicating. It's a language within itself. And it is learned. You see it? You see, majority of the time a person truly operates in emotion is a person who have no control over the situation that they are in. And because they want to be in control, you see where I'm coming from? They react in emotion. Even to making love. The emotional outbursts is to make a person feel like this way and that way. So coming from, because you know if this emotional outburst, it will make this person to even be more whatever it may be. So coming from. So emotions is all about control. And it's a language that is communicated onto the person that you're trying to actually control. And that's what it is. So let's be real. You know, let's be real. And this is why I say what I say to people. Don't be fearful of them that have outbursts of emotion. It's showing that they are truly weak. And you should just hold yourself and hold your stableness and keep your mouth shut and watch their demise right before your face. You don't have to go to no emotional outbursts trying to outdo them. You just do what you do and shut your mouth and do what you do, which is to make sure you stay focused on where you're trying to go and what you're trying to truly achieve. You know, what you're truly trying to achieve. And what is that? It should be you come to know you, that which truly dwells within you. You see, because as I am coming to know who I am and what I am. I know this much, that when you are a child and you are taken care of by your parent, okay, by your surroundings, you take on the surroundings that you are in. Now, when you reach to the point of an adult, I would say an adult, by now you should be enlightened to the point to know that the Creator exists. What I am saying is this: by now, the the fluids of your body should already enlighten and climb up the spine, and which is up the chakras, to say that, to illuminate the pineal gland in the way it should. Because I said to you that any man, whether female or male, that call themselves an adult, by now should have their pineal gland truly illuminated, which is to truly have an encounter with that which truly created them, and they will come to know existence themselves, which is the blackness that was and is from existence, because everything dwells within it. We will come to know that it is that which created us, and it is that which actually give us consciousness each and every day. You see it? Because the moment you as a person come to have consciousness every single day, right now as we speak, when you have consciousness, the first thing that you truly perceives when you have consciousness is blackness. You might bypass it, but the first thing that you truly perceive, truly perceive, it is blackness. Because what? The moment you have consciousness, that means you're aware that you are in this realm. When you are aware that you're in this realm, the first thing that you will perceive within, before your physical eyes open, is blackness. And that blackness is that which gave you consciousness, to make you acknowledge it. But many of us bypass it, and because we bypass it, we go into the past, into the future, and we never make a decision to hear what the blackness is saying, which is the true meditation of you meditating upon and acknowledging that which truly gave you consciousness. You're not worshiping nothing, but to acknowledge that which gave you consciousness, that you may live in the now and deal with the issues that are at hand. And when you deal with the issues that are at hand, then when you create now, the solution now, a minute from now, this solution will expand. And this is what it is. We talk about magnify. Where's that coming from? The magnetic force. Magnetic force is just magnification, which is expanding yourself because of creation. And that's what it is. It sounds, you know, like they talk about magnetic force. Magnetic force is just you being the creator that you are. And because you're the creator that you as a person expand. Expanding is basically magnifying yourself. And this is what they're talking about, the magnetic force. The magnetic force is just you expanding yourself, which is to be the creator that you are. And as you be the creator that you are, this is when you as a person, as an individual, truly walk in that which you are. And you are a creator. Until we as a people truly accept what we are, a creator, and truly start to create solutions to the issues that are at hand, we have a long way to go. We have a long way to go. A long ways to go. How long will we continue? How long? You know, this is what I tell people all the time. They're thinking that the, sex is everything. They think so. They think that emotional outburst is everything. Because the other day I was telling we were speaking about the woman being the one that create the gender of the baby. And one male asked me, then what is the purpose of the sperm cell? Because I said to him that upon my research and my conclusion that woman was not created to be penetrated by a male. And he turned to me and said, then what was the purpose of male when they were created? And specifically, what is the purpose of the sperm cells? I said to him that the sperm cells, you must comprehend, women have sperm cells too. And this is the reason why I came to that conclusion, you know, and knowing the way the woman is built, comprehending that, how she was built, penetration would destroy that which stopped the sperm cells from going inwardly of the woman. And the thing, what I was trying to get him to comprehend, that the sperm cells itself, it's not about releasing the sperm cells. The sperm cells itself, it's about the bodily fluids that travels up the spine and goes up all the way to the crown chakra, which is reaching the pituitary gland onto the pineal gland as it signals and open up that pineal gland that you may see existent itself within, not outside, but you see it within. Because what I say to people all the time is this: remember, everything that you think is truly within. When you comprehend existent, there are three things that continue on throughout every generation: blackness, the earth, and the woman. These three things continue on. You cannot stop them. They will always come through. No matter what you do, no matter how you do it, no matter what you say, guess what? These three things come through. And they will always be here throughout all generations. Okay? Three things. And these are the pillars of life. And this is what they call the feminine. This is what they call the source. These are the source: blackness, the earth, and the woman. These three are them that come through every man, whether female or male. It doesn't matter. They will continue throughout eternity until we as a people come to that which is truly within us. We will always know that, guess what? These are them. These three things. When you hear religion talk about Trinity, this is the true Trinity. It is blackness, the earth, and the woman. These are them. These are them, the woman. And it was the dark woman. But for me, saying the dark woman, it stirs up that duality mindset that dwells in men. You see it? And if it become offensive to any man, know that you are trapped by that which you were indoctrinated with. You see it? And this is what I'm saying to you. What I am saying to you is very simple. That blackness itself holds all. Nothing escapes the blackness. It is in it. You are in it. You are a part of it. It is oneness. It is wholeness. You see, the division comes within that man that divide within himself. You see? The division does not come because the Creator created it as a division. It is whole. We are in it. The wholeness, eternity, we are in it. You know, as I sit down and I look at things, there are places upon this earth today that the sun does not shine. Let me say it again to you. There are places upon this earth today the sun does not shine. Do you know that? Do you know there are places that the moon does not shine? Do you know that? Okay? And when you know these things, okay, you will look and reflect all the way to the foundation of all, which is blackness. You see, when you comprehend that blackness truly existed, when nothing else existed, blackness, it is where the first man that existed upon this earth ever been. In blackness, there was no space but the blackness and the presence of the blackness, because the blackness was the source. The blackness is what creates life. The blackness is what sustains life. You know, when you go and bring your mind onto this that exists today, because it's still there, we are still in it. So when you comprehend this and you really ponder and you see how man was sustained without any tree, because we look at it today, because we eat the fruits, we eat animals, we eat this, we eat that. We think within our mind that the first man that dwell upon this earth eat the same. No. The first man was planted in this earth first. And the first man upon this earth was connected to the earth itself and received charged from the earth itself. They were sustained by the energy that came from the earth. Okay? This is where the first man was, and this is what the first man was. So we as a people to date must be reminded and truly come out and be grounded. Connect to the earth in the way you ought to be. Connect. Because that was the first food, and that was the first energy that mankind, which is the woman dwells in the blackness, truly ate. This was sustained by the energy of the earth. Do you know it's when the sun came after? Because the sun didn't come immediately, as we were taught. The sun didn't come like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Nah. It was man, which is the woman, and the earth, and that which exists as the creator, which is blackness. That's what it was. It was blackness, the earth, and the woman. From there, she connected to the earth. She being charged by the earth, sustained by the earth. This is her food. This is what she did. She was sustained by it, charged by it, fully charged, moving, doing what she does. This is why she could do parthenogenesis in the way she did. Okay? Because she didn't depend upon a male to impregnate her. She didn't have to learn how to have sex to get impregnated. She had ovulation, and upon ovulation, she released that which is the seed to go to the uterus, which is the womb, and as it reached there, that pituitary gland released the sperm cells, and the sperm cells create the protective covering, which represent the placenta, and the placenta give and continue give life unto that baby until it comes forth, and she continue that cycle for ages, ages in the blackness. You see it, for ages in that blackness. It just didn't stop so, and she didn't eat in the manner that you think that she ate. So we think they had all these trees. No, it was not so. When the world changed, which is the mindset, remember, remember this. It is blackness and it is eternity, because that is what they are seeing. They're not seeing time because it is steady, it is flowing. They are moving in the mindset of eternity. They're not moving in the mindset of time. Now, as we as a people continue to move, and it was the woman, it was the black woman, as they expand upon this earth, never had to be taught of sex, but they was impregnated automatically in the blackness, as life continue to evolve and continue to create within herself. Do we comprehend? You see that moment, and they created the bioluminescent light within themselves, because we know to a fact that where there is life, light will manifest itself. Light does not bring life, but life bring forth the bioluminescent light that we see today. Okay? And there are evidence of this. If you want to find evidence to prove that life bring forth light, just go and look into the deepest of depths of the sea and the highest of heights, and you will see that the sun, which we call light, that we've been brainwashed to think that it is light, but it's not light as we think it is. You will see that where the sun cannot reach, and it only have the blackness of blackness, you find life there. And these life adapts. And as these lives adapts, these life create their own light as we know it, which is called the bioluminescent light. There is only black. Okay? Okay, which we call the bioluminescent light. Okay, and this bioluminescent light, it is proof that the first man that dwells upon this earth literally lived in blackness and was sustained by blackness and connection to the earth for their energy. And this is what they did. And this is how they did. We need to know and comprehend what this true life is, and stop trying to be something that we are not. We are spirit because we have that which exists within us and gave us consciousness. We're not trying to be spirit. Remember that. We are not trying to be spirit. You are truly spirit. Okay? Now, the things that you do as you know that you are spirit. Now, you as an individual create rituals, which is practice, which is everyday living. This is what you done. This is what you do. Everyday living is, you call it rituals. So whatever you do, like brushing your teeth, washing your face, you see where I'm coming from? These are rituals that you do. You know? Because many people thinking that, oh, rituals, oh, I have to do some rituals. No. Creating any solutions every day. Just being the creator that you are. Just creating a solution every day. You have, and you are walking in a ritual. Because every day, a constant thing. A constant thing. And as it's been a constant thing, now you create a ritual. And you being, I think within myself that the greatest thing for any man to do is to learn and comprehend that you are a creator. When you truly get it, that I am a creator, I am a creator, I truly believe that your whole perspective of seeing things will change. When you truly accept that you are creator of solution to your issues, I truly believe that your whole perspective of things will change. You will not depend upon no man to solve your issues. You will not depend upon no man to solve your issues. You will not pray to no God and wait upon no God to come and solve your issues, because you will be that which you are, which is a creator of solution to issues that are at hand. Remember, as a reminder for you, remember, growth is something that occurs not because you're trying to grow. Get your focus off of stop trying to grow. Did you as an individual reach where you are today by focusing on growth? Now, you were born, this is the process. You were born, and as you were born, you as an individual was decked out, you was fed, you was treated in the manner that your parent thought that you should be treated. Also, you were indoctrinated with things that they thought that is best for you. That don't make it truth, but as you as an individual today come to know that, guess what? A lot of things that were taught to you are not truth, because truth comes with manifestation. If you are taught a thing, look for the manifestation of it. If it does not, and it did not happen within your immediate life, no, that thing is not true. Truth manifests itself within the period of time that it's supposed to, and which is now. It should happen now. You shouldn't wait until you die for it to happen. Okay? Now, today, it is the now. You shouldn't wait until you're dead to say in a physical morgue to bring forth the manifestation of this existence that you don't have a clue happen after. You don't know. So I'm saying to you as a person, whatever you were indoctrinated with, question if there is no manifestation within this lifetime, within as you walk upon this earth, as long as you have consciousness. If you have to wait until you die to receive this, nah, we don't need it. We don't need it. Okay? But I say this much to you. Come to know that the true manifestation of all things is truly within you. It is truly within. Within. This is what it is. Number one thing you must know, number one, blackness itself is existent. You must comprehend that. It's not something that you debate. It's not something that you try to play around with. No. That blackness is existent itself. Everywhere you turn, it is there. Everything still to date is in it. Everything still to date is maintained by it. So you must know it is omnipresent. And if they create a God that patterns that narrative, you know that's a lie. Okay? Because blackness, it exists. It's there. You don't have to hunt too far. Just look. Just pay attention. You'll find it. It's easy. It's within you and it is without. You see where I'm coming from? It's within you. It's there. And also, it is without. You don't have to hunt too far. It is there. It is existent itself. And it maintains all. Everything comes out of it. Consciousness comes out of it. Life comes out of it. Life are maintained by it. Okay? The spirit is crystal. No, the spirit is not no crystal. That's foolishness. The spirit is not crystal. Okay? Men, imagination. The spirit is not crystal. How do we come up with crystal? Spirit is not crystal. You want to make believe the spirit is crystal? No. It's not true. That's not true. Okay? Don't believe the hype about the spirit is crystal and try to make spirit as if it is. No. It's simple. Yes. Vibration, energy travels. Okay? Energy travels and energy connects without you even trying to. But to come and make it as it is crystal, to say as clear, crystallized, as to make it look like it's clear. So coming from? As we would say light. So coming from? No. That's not true. That's not true. Okay? It's not true. No. I don't want to put no spirit. Spirit, it is it's something that you as a person receive because the creator itself truly gave you consciousness. You are spirit. That's what you are. Okay? You're not trying to be. It's in you. You don't see consciousness until you perceive that you have it. Okay? You don't see consciousness unless you as a person perceive that you have it. And when you perceive that you have consciousness, the first thing that you see within, it is blackness. That's the first thing you perceive. That's the first thing you really perceive. It's blackness. Let's be truthful. Let's be truthful to ourselves and stop this indoctrination that we have been indoctrinated with for 1,000 years, for 2,000 years. It's a shame. It's a shame to see for so long that we as a people have accepted this duality mindset as the standard of living and not to walk in the oneness and the wholeness that we ought to be. Over 2,000 years, we have accepted that duality mindset, that balance is the way. Being unstable, it is normal. It's not normal. It is program. It is indoctrination. Come on, let's be real. All what I'm saying to you, be stable. Come to know you that truly dwells within you. Come to know. And come to know that you are a creator of solutions to issues that are at hand. When you truly come to know that, I'm telling you, nothing can stop you. Nothing, I'm telling you. Because you will no longer be led by your emotions. You will no longer be led thinking that your emotions are you, thinking that being unstable, it is normal. It is not normal. And this is what I am saying to you as a people. We need to wake up, pay attention. When everybody walking in their chaos, okay, as they walk in their chaos, you as a person should hold your peace. Hold your peace and recognize that we are walking. And don't blame your parents so much, but know they themselves was programmed, they themselves was indoctrinated. So now you as a person come to know, you make sure you get you together. And as you get you together, they will see the kind of peace that you walk in, the kind of wholeness that you walk in, the mindset that you are programmed with, the mindset that you walk in. Yes, it might seem foreign to them, but hold your wholeness. Walk in the oneness with you. Do not lose sight of this focus. Do not lose sight of this focus. Do not lose sight of this focus. So smoke comes, smoke carries prayers, even in the Bible. It's okay, man. You know, see, you don't pray, okay? You don't pray because you are not one that are prayed upon. You don't want to pray because when the moment you pray, you're basically giving your powers unto another. You actually become dependent, okay? Listen to this, you know. You become dependent upon something outside of you, okay, to fix your issues. Because when do you pray? Majority of the time people pray because they're in issue. They have issues. Okay. They have real issues. So they're pleading and begging and wailing over the floor, feeling sorry for themselves. That's why they pray. But if you as an individual can take this energy and acknowledge that you have consciousness this day to create a solution to the issue that are at hand, that praying become a waste of time. And the moment that you recognize that you can use the materials of the earth to create the solution, now you may not figure out everything, but you start to move in the direction, and one step lead to another step. One growth lead to another growth. And that's how things become. That's how things start. You got to start. Start to create it. Start to do it. You don't care what they say. You don't care what they think. You start. You start. You know the issue in your life. You know what's going on. You know. Only you know it. I don't know it. And I don't want to know it, to be truthful. I don't need no man's stress. Okay. I need no man's stress. Okay. I need no man's stress. Do we comprehend? I need no man's stress. I need you to just live life, create solutions, and be what we are to be. Okay? Create solutions without any question. Okay? The more I create, the more I expand. And that's what it is. The more you create, the more you expand. The more you create, the more you expand, the more you magnify yourself. Create, create, create. And that's all you do. Create, create. You know, don't be offended because a man don't comprehend what you are saying. Nah, it's okay. It's okay for them not to comprehend. They're not there where you are. They're not there with you. So don't be comprehend. Don't be. You said about Enoch. Enoch and you know, I don't care who and what. It could be Enoch, it could be any listen me. Any person that instruct you to pray and um interact with some God somewhere, let me tell you something. Their instructions is about making you slave. It's all about making you a slave. You was not created to be a slave. Okay? Remember that. I could tell you. Just examine yourself within. Look within you. And ask yourself the question, was I created to be a slave? And ask yourself again, was I created to be a slave? Don't hear nobody else. Look within. Because I started from within. Was I created to be a slave? I guarantee you, your competent answer. You was not created to be no slave. Remember that. You was not created to be no slave to no man. Okay? This is why I said to you, where there are gods, there are devils. Where they are good, they are evil. And remember this, that the creator that created the earth and the woman never created no rules, no laws, no regulation. It created the earth and it created the woman and gave them no rules but to fill the earth. That's it. Filled the earth with instruction, filled the earth. So whatever the woman did, she created and continued to create and expand upon this earth. She did that. From her came everything after. As she traveled in the blackness, her connection was to the source. And that electromagnetic force, that energy source was the earth at that time. And you need to recognize that. Let them be okay. They're going to be okay. Let them talk about smoke if they want to smoke. Let them smoke. It's absurd. That's their thing. Okay? That's their thing. You know, you can't, you cannot be distracted by these people because they talk about smoke. That's them. I personally don't smoke, so I don't care. I personally don't, and I don't care who smoke. To be truthful, if you want to know the truth, I don't care who smoke. So coming from, that's their business. So I'm saying, that's their business. I'm not distracted by the Bible or them. So coming from, okay. I'm not distracted by them, so don't be distracted by them. Okay, and this is what you need to realize. Smoking, for them, that's their thing. You know. Like one time a man, I heard this guy was saying, this is the thing they love. Because I was looking I passed across some special people who said that they're spiritual. And I listened for a second, and I heard them was talking about mushrooms and how you can come into this great spiritual awakening by consuming mushrooms. So I was like, huh, you can come into the great ascending by mushrooms. I said, but I did not. So I don't accept that. Because my mind came naturally. Mind came naturally. My ascending, which is looking within, coming to know existence itself. It didn't happen because I smoke. It didn't happen because I drink. It didn't happen because I, you know, take mushrooms. It did not happen because none of that. It happened because I truly look within and came to the realization that, and asked myself the question, if there is a creator, then this creator truly need to manifest itself within me. And within the moment, and being who I was, which is having fluid retention and not just releasing my sperm cells in the manner like a normal programmed male. My fluids traveled up the spine, went onto the pituitary gland and illuminated my pineal gland. And I saw the vision of the existence of the creator itself. So knowing the creator for myself, it is a thing that no man can take away from me. And I know right then and there that every man that is upon this earth can and should have this opportunity within them, because the only reason why it takes so long for them to actually reach this place is because when they from their youth, they are programmed that before you become an adult, sex and releasing your sperm cells, it is that thing. They program them so sexually that they just ejaculate themselves without even knowing. That is taken away from their chances of meeting the true existence of themselves. You see? The true existence of yourself is within you. And the more you ejaculate yourself, the more the build-up of coming to see within self, it lessens. It comes because you as a person, it's like I said to them, you see blossom, when a man blossom because of ejaculation. So coming from, not willfully ejaculate, but the body reach to the point and the stage, okay? And at that moment, your sperm cells supposed to travel up the spine and go up and be crystallized and actually go all the way onto the pituitary gland, onto the pineal gland. And this is where they're talking about your head shall anoint with oil and your cup shall run over. You know, this is what they are talking about. You see it? But if you, the moment you reach, say 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 years old, 12 years old, you're talking about ejaculation, you're talking about jacking off your dick and, uh, you know, spilling sperm all over the place. You're not gonna sperm experiment. You're not gonna sexual release, saying that you're a virgin because you never had sex with a male and all kind of dumb shit. Because that's what I call it. Dumb shit. Willfully and maliciously programmed, thinking that you're doing something but not knowing that you're taking the true essence of self. You see? Taking the true essence of self. Sex is not the issue, but coming to know you before you truly own those kind of experiences. You see it? You know? You know? This is what it is. It's not normal. You know? Make you feel like it's not normal if you don't ejaculate yourself. Dumb stuff like that. Make you believe that. It's like, yo, hey, let's be real. Not knowing that they're destroying themselves. It's self-destruction. Not knowing it's self-destruction. You see, when it comes to coming to that existence, coming to have an encounter with existence itself, it is the building up of the cells, the sperm cells that dwells within the body. You cannot go around just ejaculating everywhere and anywhere, doing whatever you do like you normally do. It don't work, okay? You might have whatever hallucination, whatever, create whatever in you because of some, but when you see you as a person go naturally and grows naturally, being who you are, when you are, and how you are, I truly know that there's nothing more better than that. Nothing. You don't need no mushrooms for that. I'm telling you. You do not need no mushrooms to have an encounter with existence itself. Okay? Just stop ejaculating yourself every day. Take yourself aside. Truly. So cannabis? Nah. No drugs as to say enhancement. Just strictly, naturally, eating the way you're supposed to eat, doing what you're supposed to do, and watch and pay attention to your body. Truly pay attention. And you will see that this truly would be what it ought to be. And this is what I'm saying to you. You will know that this is truly what it ought to be. And when it happened, I said to this guy, I said to this person, when this happened, you cannot miss it. It's not something that you can miss. It's not a mistake. It's not something that you miss. Okay? Well, like I said, if you do deal with tobacco and that's your business. But I'm saying though, check within yourself and ask yourself the question. Because only you can speak to you. Only you can truly know and make the determination. You know, if anything altering your brain in the way that alters your brain, you need to ask yourself the question: do I want to continue with this? No. You know, do I want to continue with this? Anything. You know, and the thing is, I was it's yesterday. Matter of fact, it was yesterday. I was talking to somebody about alcohol. And they were asking about alcohol. I tell them, no, I don't drink alcohol because I come to realize that the the liver, the liver is one of the most important things in the body. The liver, one of the most important organs in the body, the liver, and they legalize liquor. They legalize liquor. They legalize alcohol. And what do they promote the most? Alcohol. They promote alcohol the most. If your liver is gone, you're gone. It's a matter of time. If your liver is gone, you're gone. You'll become diabetic. You'll become all these things. You'll become, because you'll become insulin resistant. And this is what they have done. Alcohol destroys and targets the liver. This is why they don't have to worry about you. They just promote alcohol. It's legal. It's okay. They can catch you. They got you. They create parties. They create this. They create that. This is what does. Okay? Alcohol. That destroys the liver. The whole intent is to destroy you. To destroy you. You wonder how I am being destroyed. They create the process. They create the programming. The program you make you believe that it's okay, but it's not. You see? It's not okay. Liquor. You know? You know, they make you believe, right now as we speak, they're saying drunk driving kill more people per year than any other. Right? Check this out. But when I examine, drunk driving don't kill more than actually the destroying of the liver. Okay? The destroying of the liver kill more people upon this earth more than anything else. The destroying of the liver, and it is alcohol that do that. Okay? It's alcohol is the main ingredient that do that. Alcohol. Main. And we look at it as, oh, it's okay. You know? So know. Know who you are. Know what you are. Stay focused. Stay consistent when it comes to knowing that you are a spirit. That's what you are. Okay? Stay flowing. Okay? I flow God, not man. I follow God, not man. You follow God. You say, I follow God, not man. What God you follow? Let's have a conversation here. What God do you follow? We're just having a conversation. God, okay. You follow God. Can you explain your God to us as a people so we may comprehend your God. Is it the God? Is it Jarastafari, the one God? Jarastafari, the one God. You saying Haile Selassie? That's what you're saying? Is that what you're saying to me? Haile Selassie is your God? Is that what you're saying to me? Haile Selassie is your God? Because Rastafari is representative of Haile Selassie. That's what you're saying to me right now as we speaking on this internet right now. You're telling to me that Haile Selassie is your God. That's what you're saying to me. Yes, you say yes. Okay. Let me what make Haile Selassie your God? Because Jesus, oh God, man. What make Jesus and Haile Selassie your God? What make them your God? Tell me. And why would you want these God to govern you? What they have done to show themselves worthy of your worship? Is that your ego speaking? B, who you talking to me? You're asking me if that's my ego speaking? You're asking me if that's my ego speaking? Let me hear what you're saying. You're asking me or you're speaking to someone else? Because I could be playing with you and let you know straight up. Haile Selassie is not a God to me. Okay? I could speak boldly and tell you that Haile Selassie is not a God to me. And that will never be. Okay? I know the Creator for myself. I don't need Haile Selassie to be no God to me. Haile Selassie done nothing for me. Okay? Nothing. But continued the colonization of our people. If you're talking about as a culture and as a people, I could tell you Haile Selassie did nothing to benefit our people in the manner that you people who praise him as God to be. He done nothing. Okay? Nothing to benefit. Because whatever was created according to history under his watch or under him, it was created because the colonizers funded it and instructed it. Okay? It was not created because he so did something so great in a manner to truly free our people. No. Talk, it doesn't work in the manner you think it is. Okay? When you comprehend political structures and how the system had truly operate and have manipulated Haile Selassie, and not only manipulated him, knowing his the king that was before him, knowing that he was not the one supposed to be in the position that he became, because he was already politically in certain position. But the king itself was not supposed to be Haile Selassie. We know these things. But the powers that been and the powers that be at that time and that moment was the queen. Okay? It was the queen, which was Britain at that time. Okay? And we know that it was because of Britain. That's why Haile Selassie became what he became. Okay? He became what he became. This is why the queen at the time would come upon his swearing in and crowning. She would come and bow before him and all that, because she was a part of that deal making to make him become that king. Okay? Because he was not the king. You see? Do you not know that behind the scenes, the queen was a part of that which take the real king and take him in exile? The younger guy, the younger son of Melanic, so coming from? The younger son, the son of the man who was in power, who was supposed to be the king. Haile Selassie was crowned because of political powers, not because of the inheritance of the throne as it normally would be. It was a political, you see, isn't it? When you comprehend that Britain at the time and Europe at the time, who had the powers over all the countries that they had them under slavery still, under colonization, and they was about to free them. They had to create somebody and put somebody in position so the African people can look towards to say, okay, our leader, so coming from, and they chose Haile Selassie, because they know so Haile Selassie is one that can be programmed and one that will be programmed. Okay? And that's what they did. And you must comprehend that Haile Selassie was treated and was uplifted in that way. Okay? In that way. And guess what? He promoted Christianity. Okay? He promoted Christianity. And that's what enslaved our people. That's what keep our people in bondage continually. That's what it was. He was the symbol of Christianity to continuation of colonization. That's what it was. Do you not see it? Continuation of colonization. This is why the African countries that refuse to continue colonization, they were destroyed. Okay? They were destroyed. And make sure that they are destroyed. Haile Selassie was a part of that. Haile Selassie knew about it. Okay? Let's be real. Haile Selassie done nothing to further and benefit our people. I could go so further and tell you this much. Do you know that when Haile Selassie came to the Caribbean, before Haile Selassie came, the Caribbean was about to be one. All Caribbean countries was about to be one. After Haile Selassie came, and that's when Jamaica decided that they will vote against who? The Oneness and the Caribbean. So coming from. And because of that reason, it was destroyed. Haile Selassie never wanted to see the connection of our people. Never. Okay? Never. I could tell you that. Who wanted to see that? Was Marcus Messiah Garvey. This is why they destroyed what Marcus Garvey was doing. Because Marcus Garvey did not know the fullness. If you look at the expansion, if Marcus Garvey was allowed to do what he planned was to do, to date, we would have never been in the position that we are. If Marcus was allowed to even sail those ships every day in the manner, little by little, our economical power would be. Okay? We would have had our own routes, shipping, trading amongst ourselves. Caribbean, Africa. Caribbean, we wouldn't have to go through no Europe. Okay? But what? They destroyed what Marcus Garvey was doing. And upon the destruction of what Marcus Garvey was doing, they routed everything to Europe and routed everything to the United States of America. Okay? What Marcus Garvey was doing was creating our own trade routes by establishing the ships, not only trading people, but also trading goods, back and forth. That's what would have happened. And they knew it. It would have created an economical freedom and economical power that they could not have stopped, because they wouldn't control the routes. When you control your economical power, that's why they had to destroy Marcus Messiah Garvey. And this is why they make Haile Selassie to be the pinnacle of deception. Okay? The pinnacle of deception. They even raise him up to the point they make a whole country believe that this man was the reincarnation of the man Jesus that enslaved them. Wow. Wow. Eh? And these are the people that lead us into this generation. The country that influence a whole people. And then in 2026, they want to continue to try to brainwash us as a people about Haile Selassie. What Haile Selassie? Where? When? How? Our generation will not continue with this foolishness. Our people will not continue with this foolishness. Haile Selassie was not God. Haile Selassie is not the creator. He might be a God to you, but he is not for the people that you think. Okay? We need economical freedom. We need economical power. We don't need nothing, no religious mindset. We don't need nobody with no example of no religion. We need a person with an example of true creativity as an example. Okay? 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 We don't need no one that deal with religion as no example. No religion. We refuse to bow to religion. We refuse to be a slave. Okay? We refuse to be a slave. So let's make that clear. No slave. We are not no slave and we'll never be a slave. We refuse to accept. We don't care who it is. Okay? We don't care who it is. Once you walk in Christianity and you was that example that our people followed, we don't need you. You remind us of one, that continued colonization. This is what, whenever you see them release the African countries, okay, from slavery, after Haile Selassie did what he did, after they said to them, continued colonization. And when the people resist Haile Selassie was present. Okay? And they crushed them. Okay? We don't need that example. We need people that are truly free and truly walk in that which is existent itself. And that is blackness. Blackness is wholeness. Blackness is oneness. The one have the plan to build the house. Okay? We need to start to build from within. Truly look within. Truly connect. Remember, the chosen, when you talk about chosen people or chosen one, it was the woman. That is what it was. The woman. Okay? Chosen one is not no male. The chosen one is the woman. We see it. The first man upon this earth chosen is a woman. And this is what we need to recognize. We need to know these things. This is not something that we're trying to be. This is something that it is. The chosen one is the woman. She is the true foundation of this earth. From her built everything. From her came everything. Let me tell you something. From her came everything. This is why I could tell any man, the chosen one. When you talk about chosen, we didn't talk about, oh, the chosen one, the chosen people. Listen to me, all that came because of the chosen woman. Okay? It is the chosen woman. It is the woman, the chosen woman. Okay? The chosen woman. That's the chosen one. We didn't tell the narrative of the stories that talking about chosen people. It is the woman. When you are chosen, you was the first. Who was the first? The woman was the first, is the first, and she, after she, created everything else. Okay? And this is what we need to realize. This is what it was, and this is what it is. We cannot change it. She is truly the chosen one. You know? Okay? So this is what it is. So let us continue to be what we ought to be. Let us stay focused and don't be distracted by these people who have created and continue the lies about their gods and their so-called people that they look up to and worship. We don't need them as no worship. We don't need them as our friend. They have done enough damage. So coming from? They have done enough damage. Okay? They have done enough damage. They have done enough damage. Well, follow your God. I have no problem with you following your God. That's you. That's on you. Why didn't you? Someone can be God, and worship is not. the same as follow. Follow not man. Follow God, not man. How, listen to me, how do you see God? Because you're saying follow God, not man. How can you, who established God? Man. Man is who established these gods. Because these so-called gods, this imaginary God that you imagine within yourself, it doesn't exist within itself. Okay? Number one, it doesn't exist within itself, but it exists because you imagine it. Okay? And the laws and the judgments are executed by male, but not by male, but by men, whether female or male, by man, whether female or male. These judgments are executed by them because it is man that create laws, rules, regulations. Listen to me. When you talk about the creator itself, your God is an imagination, but it is man, rules and regulation that execute the judgments of the imaginary God. So when you're saying worship God, not man, it's kind of weird, okay? Because God, it's an imagination of men. So for you saying worship God, not man, it is worshiping man anyway, because the laws and the rules and regulations that is applied and enforced, it is by men. So who is who, what is what? Time freeze. You said you may not have to see something to believe it, but something you do not see occur and you will never. What are you saying? What are you saying? You may not have to see something. It's like, be clear with what you're saying so people can understand and read your comments. And God made man in his image. No. Okay. Don't make impression as if God is something that, because when you're saying God, you're saying like the creator. Your God that you create is in your image. That's right. He's a jealous God. You are jealous. Hateful. You are hateful. You are destroyer of the earth. Your God is a destroyer of the earth. Your God endorse slavery. You endorse slavery. This is what the image of God represents. Okay? Your God create laws. That's what you does. So that's the image that you walk in. That's correct. You are in the image of that God. But the creator that exists, that everything dwells within, you are not in the image of that. And that image is blackness. Okay? You are not in the image of that. And that blackness is wholeness, oneness, true unity, through creative ability, Okay? True, being truly free, this is what the Creator does, and this is what the Creator truly gives unto all men. Okay? Let's create, heal the nation. Let create, heal the nation. Do not speak as if you have authority. Humble. Yes, I do have authority. What are you talking about? I do have authority. I can speak because I do have authority. Because I know. It's not something that I am guessing. I speak because I know. I speak because I know the Creator. That's a thing. That's the thing between me and you. I don't believe what I know. I know blackness exists. I know blackness exists. And everything dwells within it. And it is sustained, all are sustained within it. Okay? I know that blackness gave you consciousness to date. So that's something, yes, I do have the authority. And I will speak and walk in that manner. Okay? Okay? Guess what? If you call it pride, guess what? Let it be. But guess what I'm saying to you? I know. Okay? If you call knowing pride, God, you are a person that want every man to walk in unstableness. I will not walk in unstableness because I know. I know. Truth is truth. Manifestation is manifestation. Okay? Okay? If you see it as the mindset of what you walk in, that's your business. But I will not hold back upon what I know. Okay? Dreadlocks, dreads. Do not equal wisdom. Guess what? If you're so wise, why are you still walking in that duality mindset? If you're so wise, why are you still bound by duality? Why are you still unstable in your ways? If you are so wise, eh? Why? Why are you still? Why you still don't know that simplicity, which is blackness, exists and everything dwells within it? Why you don't know these simple things? Listen to me. These are simple things. Simple things. Simple things. It don't take no indoctrination for these things, for you to know these things. You, in your simplest form of life, can just walk with all humility and come to know that blackness exists and everything dwells within it. Simple things. These are simple things. Because we know that, guess what? Nothing dwells out of blackness. Okay? We know these things. Simple. These are basic things. But because we were indoctrinated, we as a people, it becomes difficult for us because of what we were programmed to think that it is truth and right, and it is education according to them. But it was the lie. It was the program. Now I'm saying to you as a people, blackness, It is existent. I know because it manifests itself within. And it manifests itself within every man, every single day. I don't care who you are and what you are. It manifests itself within you. Okay? You bypass it, but that don't make it not give you that consciousness. You overlook it, but that don't make it not give you that consciousness. I guarantee everything that you're talking about, some God somewhere didn't give you no consciousness today. It is the blackness that you refuse to accept right now as we speak, that you know within yourself that guess what? It is blackness is the first thing that you truly perceived today. That's the first thing you perceived. And that's what gave you consciousness. But no, what you know what you want to do? You want to say some God somewhere. But guess what? You know it's not truth. You know it's blackness. You first perceived. And this is what I'm saying to you. A simple truth. Nothing about humility. Truth is truth. I don't need to humble myself and walk in humility to know what I know. I know it. Even so you know it too. But you refuse to acknowledge. And that is why you as a person do what you do. You refuse to acknowledge. First thing we must know how ego is created. Okay, because you asked the question, have you experienced ego death, Victor? And what is your understanding of ego death? First thing we must comprehend, because the subject here is ego, the ego death. The ego is the real issue. How do ego occur? Where do ego come from? Ego come from programming. Okay? Programming. That's where ego come from. What you've been programmed with, which is to be indoctrinated with. Okay? Which is like the duality mindset, the patriarch system. These kind of mindset have that ego within them. Okay? Because in your mind, these was established. These are something that been tried. They are something that have been proven. These are something that been going on for years. These are things that become truth. Okay? Because they have data to prove that certain things do this way and it happened this way. Okay? And these indoctrination become that which you stand upon. And when you are not willing to move from these things, which you see them, you see who all walk in the ego. And they call this masculine energy. You see it? See it? Which is the patriarch system. And women and all pick up these ego. Okay? These same systems. And this is what it is. So I'm saying to you as a people, when you, I personally have been, I have experienced that, the death of the ego, which is the destruction of the patriarch system and the destruction of the duality mindset. See it? Yes. This is why I speak of what? The blackness. Because the blackness speaks of wholeness, oneness, togetherness, and not the duality mindset. This is why I often try to show people that you must be connected within. Come to know you. And when you come to know you, you will be fruitful, just like a tree. When it grows and it becomes. Okay? it becomes fruitful when it reaches the point of wholeness. You see it? When it reaches to the point and the place of wholeness, one with itself, it starts to reproduce itself. Even so, man becomes, which is the blossom time. This is why when you as a person reach to the point and the place of you start to blossom, that's when you reach that point of wholeness. It's not about sex. It's about you coming to know you, that which we. So what you need to do when you reach, when you know, when a male have a wet dream for the first time, what he need to look forward for. You know what he need to look forward for? It is the vision, the dream of the manifestation of the creator within him or her. Okay? Ovulation is not about sex. It's about you reproducing yourself. It's about when you as a person come to know that you are a creator as you are to be. This is when you reach maturity. You are ready to reproduce on your own. And this is what I am saying to you as a people. Okay? Sperm cells and having a flower is not that which you just having some sperm spill. No, it's about you coming to know that I am whole. I am being made whole. I am about to blossom and I'm about to bear fruits to feed a whole generation, a whole people. A whole people. That's what I'm about to do. And this is what you need to realize. So, let's be what we are to be. Let's do what we are to do. Okay? And this is what I am saying to you. Okay? Know who you are. Know what you are. And don't be fooled. We all need to experience ego death as a starting point to better people. Maybe. Like I said to you, ego are created by the program that she was programmed with, and which is the duality mindset and the patriarch system. Okay, and these two, what it does, they destroy blackness, destroy the earth, and they destroy the woman. These three is what they done. So when any man tell you about destroying the death of the death of ego, ego is consistent of these three things. It's consistent of these two things: the patriarch system and the duality mindset. And these two is what teach you how to destroy the blackness and the earth and the woman. And these is basically destroying everything. So if you can get rid of the mindset of the patriarch system and the the duality mindset, you will destroy the ego that you walk in. It's simple. Let no man deceive you and talk about ego. Simple. If you can recognize the ego comes from two places. The ego comes from what? The patriarch system and the duality mindset. And these two ego, these two systems teach you to destroy the blackness, the earth, and the black woman. And when you come to the realization, it is these two, If you can get rid of these out of your mind, your mindset, ego have been conquered. Okay? And that is the death of the ego. Simple. Appreciate you for joining. So let's be what we are to be. Let's move in the way we are to move. Let us truly look within ourselves. Let us truly look within ourselves. Like, subscribe to the channel, share the channel, share, take the video down, take out the little nuggets and snip it and share them. Walk in truth. Okay? So any man you see that walk in ego because he been programmed by the patriarch mindset, or he was walking that duality mindset. It's simple. And these two only teach destroy blackness, the earth, and destroy the woman. That's what it does. So more seems like it's about to rain. So yeah, it's about to rain. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get inside, and it's about to rain right now. And yep. But this is what it is, you know. And just continue to be what we are to be. So I'm saying, like I said to you, continue to be creators of solutions to issues that occur within your immediate life, and I guarantee you, every man around you will receive whatever they're supposed to receive. Okay, because they will benefit. They'll benefit. You know, it don't matter. Just do what you do. Do what you do with no intent to harm no man. You have no intent to do no harm to no man. That's not your intent. Your intent is to be and live life and be free in the manner that you ought to be. That's it. Nothing else. Can we be or we ought to be? Just be. Nothing else to it. Okay? Just be. And make sure that you know these things. Live life. Be free. Be truly free. Be truly free. Any questions? It said dreaming, love, peace to all. 100. Yes, it is. It is. Let us be what we are to be. Make sure you share, make sure you like. Share, like. Share and like. Share and like. That's what it's supposed to be. Like. Share. That's what we do. How can we as a people just have only for ourselves? Share. Like. That's one thing I'm asking. And asking for nothing more. You know, when you like, you know, other people will come on in and see truth, and other people can actually be awakened by truth. Want to share? Let us share. Any question? Any more questions? Any more questions? Any questions? Oh, if no more questions, I think I'm gonna get out of here. Have a great and awesome day. Be what you ought to be. Stay stable. And know the true enemy. And the true enemy, it is the indoctrination that you have been indoctrinated with. And what you was indoctrinated with, it is the patriarch system and the duality mindset. And this nine mindset have created the ego that truly dwells within you. But you need to truly bypass that and come to know you, which is existent itself. And this existent itself is truly the blackness that awakes you every single moment that you are awakened from your rest. That is the first thing that you perceives when you as an individual awakes from your rest. Now, you as an individual, majority of times, if you are not knowledgeable of this, if you are not knowledgeable of this, you will bypass the blackness and just look at it as just a just a random thing. And then you go into thoughts. And when you go into thoughts, which is of the past and the future, and never live in the now, which is abandoning the blackness that truly stands there waiting for you to acknowledge it so it can instruct you what to do in the now. You see? And because of that reason, many of us end up in that mindset of what we've been programming, which is the duality mindset. And we continue walking unstableness. See? We must acknowledge. Because every day, look, just stop for a moment and think. You need to stop. Just stop. Just stop and pause. When I wake up this day, what was the first thing that I perceived? Really perceived. What the first thing I recognized then? What it was. When you receive consciousness, what it was. It was blackness. Be truthful. Be honest to yourself. It was blackness. Not saying it is this blackness, okay? But it's this blackness that gave you consciousness. It's this blackness that make you recognize that you truly are what you are. You are here. This blackness. Now, from this blackness, you bypass it. Okay? Because you've been programmed. You see what I'm saying? You've been programmed. So, don't be fooled by people. But let's stop for a moment and acknowledge it. Recognize it for what it is. Let's go forward. Let's move and be what we ought to be. Let's stay focused. And when you, as a person, truly look within, expect for the manifestation to happen within you. You can speak, say it to yourself. Creator, if you are truly real, show me yourself. I bet you, it will show you. It's a guarantee it will show you. You will see it within though. You'll see it as real as you see me right now. You'll see existence itself. It will show you. It will manifest itself to you. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of what you are. Your true self. Yes. Yeah, that's the key. The key is to know that you are creator. You said, let's be better people towards one another. Yes. We need to recognize that we are creators. When you truly recognize that you are a creator, I think that you being the creator that you are, you will create solution for yourself, for your issues, and because you create solution to your issues with no intent to harm the next man, because your intent is not to harm the next man. So automatically, whatever you create, it will be beneficial to that person who is within your hand reach, within your space. And this is how you expand. Not because you're trying to, but because you are creator. You see what I'm saying? It's not by works that any man should boast, but by my spirit, which is that which is in you, which is the creator spirit. You see where I'm coming from? You see it? It is you coming to know you. When you come to know you, you will truly flow. They talk about flow. You cannot flow unless you know you are creator. Flowing is about you knowing that you are a creator. That's what flow. Flow is connected directly with you as an individual, knowing that you are creator. Okay? Flowing. When you talk about flowing, it's not by works. It's like I flow because I create solutions to the issues that are within my immediate life. So when you create a solution, you automatically flows, which is you expand. Not because you tried to expand, it happened. You see it? A lot of things happened. It not like the intent is to, nah, it happened. Like we see the progress of the woman when the creator created the earth, and within the earth created man, which is the woman. The woman started to expand within herself. She wasn't trying to create the moon. She wasn't trying to create the sun. She wasn't trying to create. No, it happened because of her expansion. You see where I'm coming from? The more she expanded, the more it happened. Okay? It was no intent and intentional. So there was no blaming. See where I'm coming from? There was no intent. It's about flowing. Flow, 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 flow. And this is how you become that magnetic force. So it's not that you attracting nothing. It's really you expanding onto whatever it is that is within your space. You see where I'm coming from? This is how you create a whole universe. Do we comprehend? This is why I said to people, the universe was not here first. It is the blackness, and within the blackness, the earth, and within the earth, the woman, and within the woman, she started to create and reproduce within herself. So everything that is the true foundation create within themselves. The blackness create within itself, the earth create within itself, and the woman create within herself. And this is what you call the feminine, because the blackness express itself by creating within itself the earth, and the earth and the blackness express itself by creating the woman, and the woman expressing itself by creating within herself a next offspring and the offspring of, and she continued to expand herself, females upon females, until she expand, until the moon was created, the sun was created, and it continued to expand, expand upon expansion and expansion upon expansion. And now we see the universe, and now they're talking about the universe. And then after death occurred, then we see the stars start to appear, and it continue on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And this is what it is. Okay? Okay? So this is what it is. So don't be fooled. The universe was not created first, but what we see started from the blackness all the way to the earth, and then the universe upon expansion. It continued to expand, and this is why the universe itself never stopped expanding. It continued growing. Why? Because mankind continued to grow. And this is what it is. Okay? So do we comprehend? Make sure you like and share and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you do that. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Okay? Invite people to the channel. Share. Appreciate the likes. Appreciate the shares. So any questions? Because I've said a lot. And y'all got me, talking and conversating still. So, can you ask a question so I could answer a question? I have no problem with that. Can you like? Can you share? So, can we do that? It's simple. Just ask a question. Any question. Let me see. If you got any question. Let me see here. Yeah, so like I said, if there's no questions, I think I'm gonna get out of here and go and relax myself, and maybe I come on later. But for now, I think I have enough for now, and we will continue to be what we are to be, and continue to stay what we are to stay. Just continue to be what you are to be, and continue to walk. And remember, it is here first. Everything starts from within, truly, within. Oneness, wholeness. Let's walk in that which truly have made us free. That is to know that you are a creator. And you being the creator that you are, you create solutions to issues that are at hand. Why? Because of growth. Remember, growth is automatic. Growth is not something that you try to do. Growth comes because you being you. You grow. You ain't trying to grow. You just grow. You remind yourself of a tree, and it grows. And when it grows, it reaches to the point and place of maturity. And when it reaches to the point and place of maturity, remember this, to the point and place of maturity, then it becomes. Okay? Then it becomes. Okay? Then it becomes. And when it bear, which in your case, it is to be a creator. When you start to really bear, you know you're a creator. So let us be what we are to be. Let us stay whole. Let us stay in oneness. Let us stay in wholeness. Okay? Let us stay. Yes, you said Victor. What about Victor? Tell me. Tell me. So let's continue to be what we ought to be. Let's continue to stay in that mindset of creativity. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share the channel. Like and subscribe. Share the channel. Let us be. Let us be. Oneness. Blackness is wholeness. Blackness is its name. I think I'm gonna one up out of here. I'm out of here, man.